Welcome to the Twin Cities Security Office Orientation video series. My name is Bex, and this video focuses on what you need to know about security licenses and TOPS. In this video, we're going to talk about getting your license, adding TCS as your employer, what happens if you are missing your security card, and things you need to know about keeping your license active. To start strong, let's talk about getting your license. The first thing to know is that Twin Cities Security does not issue or train for licenses. We are a security services company, not a training or licensing provider. So then, of course, that begs the question, if you're not licensed and you need to get licensed, how do you do it? Well, step number one is if you want to become a licensed guard, your preferred browser can be used to find everything that you need to know, including state-approved training programs. And then after you have gone through whatever program you decide is best for you and gotten your security guard card, or you've gone through the training and you're ready to register your card in TOPS, the next thing you need to know is what TOPS is. And that is step 2. All Texas guards must register their attained license through TOPS. TOPS stands for Texas Online Private Security. And the picture you're going to see on the screen right there, that is what the TOPS website looks like if you're at the home page, and that is their logo. So that's what you'll want to search for. The next thing you need to know is that adding TCS as your employer is required by law. And this isn't just unique to TCS. If you are working for any security company, you are required by law to add them as your employer on TOPS. Now, like I said, this is a legal requirement. So then, of course, the next question becomes, how do you do that? Okay, so here are the steps. There's 5 of them, and I'm going to walk you through them one by one. Step 1 is go to the TOPS website and sign in. Now, if you're like me, you have probably forgotten your login information for TOPS at some point or other in the past. Not a problem. There are 2 ways to get it back. The first is by calling 512-424-7293. Then you press option 2, and then you press option 0, and that will allow you to reset your login information. Now, if you don't want to call anybody and you just want to have a separate option for resetting, that is perfectly fine. All you have to click is the can't log in ? option. So either one of those 2 will work. That'll get you logged in, and then we get to step 2. After logging in, click on My License. Then step 3 is going to be scrolling down to your active license and clicking the blue Actions button. Step 4 is select Add Employer. So that will be the option of Add Employer. And then step 5, you are going to enter Twin Cities Security's business license number. That is as follows: B like boy or Bravo, 03449. Again, that is B03449. Now, on this one, 2 things you need to know. The first is that there is a $17 charge. We pay that so you don't have to worry about it, and then we deduct it back from your paycheck. Now, once you've gotten all those steps complete, or perhaps as you're completing them, at some point you're going to think, I get that this is required by law, but what's in it for me? What's my motivation to do this? Well, I'll tell you why. Your license belongs to you, not to TCS or to any other employer. That means that it stays with you no matter where you go. And so that means that you need to have it registered with whoever you're under, whether it's TCS, somebody else, a combination. It's up to you how you would like to do that. But you have the right for your license to stay under you, which means that the people in charge of all of the things when it comes to security licenses have to know where you are and who you're with. So that's why all of that exists as it does. That's why those rules are set up. Okay, so then we get to the next obvious question. What happens if you are missing your security guard card? This is for if you've already applied for your license and you have not received your card. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the TOPS website and you're going to call their support line to ask about the status of your card. So here's the number you call and here's the buttons that you click to talk to an actual human being. You are going to call 512-424-7293. Then you're going to press option 2, and then you're going to press option 0 to speak to somebody. Now, the reason this might happen is because the people who issue the guard cards sometimes have a backlog of people who have gotten their guard cards and are going through the process. And if they have that backlog, because they're only humans and backlogs take time to work through, then you might be further back on the list of people that they need to get to. So it's not something against you or anything like that. It's just how the dice rolls sometimes. So if that's you, if you've ended up in that predicament, this is how you get to talk to an actual human being and get that resolved. All right, now we need to discuss keeping your license active. You need to understand that it is your responsibility to make sure that your security license stays active and up to date. The reason is because if your license expires, we are required to take you off post immediately. And we are not obligated to keep you on the schedule until you renew. This isn't because we're being mean or anything like that. It's simply that it helps us to stay compliant with state laws and also pass audits. So with all of that spoken about, I want to thank you for doing your part to stay licensed, compliant, and ready to work. We sincerely appreciate everything you do at Twin Cities Security. Some quick final reminders, and there are 5 of them. So we're going to start with number 1. TCS does not provide licenses. You must apply through TOPS. This is non-optional. Number 2, remember to keep track of your TOPS login and your password. Number 3, if you have any questions, call TOPS at 512-424-7293, press option 2, and then press option 0. And that will get you to an actual human being who can answer your questions. Number 4, remember to add TCS as your employer as soon as you are hired. Again, this is the law, not optional. And number 5, keep your license active because an expired license equals mandatory removal from post. You don't want that and we don't want that, so let's just avoid it altogether. But above all else, remember that we want you to succeed here and we appreciate your hard work and your honesty. So thank you both for watching this video and for being part of Twin Cities Security. I hope that you have a phenomenal rest of your day.